evening, everyone. Welcome. I'd like to call the meeting of the Hammond Redevelopment Commission to order on this Tuesday, June 7th, 2022. It is now 4:31. The meeting will begin. Can you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Quick moment of silence after. Commissioner Don Toll, would you lead us, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, yes. Can you give us a roll call, please, commissioners?
Here. Here.
Here, for the record, right now we have 4 present with 1 absent. Rick Myrick's is running late, so just acknowledge him when he gets here. Number 3, declaration of conflict of interest. Okay, number 4, communications. All right, brings us to number 5, our minutes dated April 19th, 2022.
Mr. President, I make a motion to accept the minutes for April 19th from the Hammond Redevelopment Commission. Second.
Okay, we have a motion from Commissioner Bowman, second by Commissioner Gray on our minutes dated April 19th, 2022. There's no further questions or correction or discussion on the minutes. Let's have a roll call.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, motion passes 4 yes, 1 absent. All right, number 6 is acceptance of Wedgewood property proposal.
Members of the commission, if you look in your package, you will find the proposal that was previously accepted for the Wedgewood property. George Martinez and Eileen Ibarra are pleased to submit the following proposal for the property commonly known as 3336 173rd Street for the amount advertised for $23,250, with the proposed plans to construct a 2,700-foot two-story home, with the budget for the project being set at $250,000, and they would like to have the project completed by the end of December 2023. They are excited about starting construction on the home, but due to rising construction costs and supply chain issues, they anticipated they want to have it completed by December of 2023, definitely with everything being predicated on what's going on in the market right now. So staff has met with the property owner, and we are definitely in support of approval for this.
Mr. President, I would like to make a motion for the acceptance of the Wedgewood property proposal at 3336 173rd Street in the amount of $23,250. Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Bowman, seconded by Commissioner Gray. Property at Wedgewood property, 173rd Street, 3336 173rd Street, $23,250 to construct a 2,700 square foot home budgeted at $250,000. Let's have a roll call, please.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, motion passes 4 yes with 1 absent. Number 7
Members of the commission, if you look in your package, you will find an agreement to purchase the real estate at Lost Marsh, if I can talk today, Estates for Lot 1, Lot 2, and Lot 3 with the addresses commonly known as 2642 New York Avenue, 2646 New York Avenue, 2652 New York Avenue. As this commission may remember, these properties were previously advertised, and Hudden & Hudden did submit a proposal. They did come before this commission regarding their proposed development, and staff has met with Hudden & Hudden, and at this time we recommend approval of the purchase agreement for the properties as previously stated for the purchase price of $48,000.
Mr. President, if I may ask Africa a quick question. This was approved prior to my time. What's the plan for these properties? What type of structure?
New homes. So it'll be an extension of some of the paired unit homes that are currently on New York Avenue.
Thank you.
Mr. President, I make a motion for the approval of the agreement to purchase real estate for Lost Marsh Estates for lots 1, 2, and 3, 2642 New York Avenue, 2646 New York Avenue, and 2652 New York Avenue.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Thomas, second by Commissioner Gray. If there's no questions, roll call, please.
Talmadge.
Yes.
Presley. DeRay.
Yes.
Myers. Hopper.
Yes, motion passes 4 yes, 1 absent. Commissioner Myers has joined us now, so.
Silently, guys.
That's okay. All right, moving along then to our line number 8, Mr. Myers.
Okay, thank you.
Number 8 is approval of contract award recommendation for mercury impacted soil remediation for 628-700 Hoffman Street.
Members of the commission, if you look in your package, you will find a proposal for a contract award recommendation for mercury impacted soil remediation for the property commonly known as 628 to 700 Hoffman Street. In the audience, we have Zach from AmeriCo that will further discuss this and answer any questions that this commission may have.
Welcome, Zach.
Good evening, Commissioners. Thank you. So we procured the remediation of mercury-impacted soil at Hoffman Street to satisfy the remediation work plan that is part of the cleanup of the property for redevelopment. This includes removing an estimate about 4,000 tons of impacted soil and then backfilling it. We had 2 contractors attend a pre-bid meeting. I think there were about a dozen plan holders, and we only received 1 bid, which was in the total amount of $588,300. After review of the bid, it's our recommendation that that be awarded as a not to exceed. We don't really know, because of the weight of the soil, we don't know what the true value will be, and this affords you an opportunity to save costs if it doesn't weigh as much as the contractor is hoping. So it would be a not to exceed of $588,300 based on the unit rates that they provided within their bid.
Okay. Thank you, Zach. I don't know if the commission has any questions, but it seems like a reasonable conservative bid. Go ahead, Commissioner Soto Presley. She's online tonight, Zach.
So, are you saying that the amount is 580, and some, is that the top estimated value? Could it be, after all is said and done, because of the weight of the
Yes, that's the hope.
Okay, now at what point do we find out if it is less?
Every truckload of soil that will go to the landfill will be documented. It's a matter of time of how long we get those tickets from them and the contractor applies for payment. We'll be tracking it as it goes for estimated volume, but until we have those weighted tickets, we won't know. A few weeks after the project is complete, we'll know the total.
So then does that mean that, you all will be returning to our, one of our meetings to let us know what that total is?
Yeah, we can, because we're hoping there'll be a deduct change order at the end of the project.
Okay, thank you.
All right, well, thank you, Zach. Give them a few seconds here to review, and if someone wants to entertain a motion, then they may do so.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion for the approval of the contractor award recommendation for mercury impacted soil remediation for 628 to 700 Hoffman Street, not to exceed the amount of, is it the 498,000? Oh, $588,300. Thank you.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Commissioner Tomich, excuse me, and seconded by Commissioner Myricks. If there's no further questions for Zach from Americo, let's have a roll call, please.
Tomich,
Yes.
Soto Presley,
Yes.
Gray,
Yes.
Myricks,
Yes.
Upridge.
Yes, motion passes, 5 yes. All right, number 9, it's a public hearing for 2021 Consolidated Annual Performance and Evaluation Report known as CAPER. That is now open. Public hearing is now open. Public hearing is now open. Okay, public hearing is closed. Public hearing is now closed. Public hearing is closed for 2021 Consolidated Annual Performance and Evaluation Report known as CAPER. All right, moving along then to number 10. Is an approval of amendment to agreement amendment number 1 for utility assistance.
Commissioners, back in 2021, the city received COVID funds to assist us and those low-income individuals with a number of different things, rental assistance, utility assistance, through case management, things of that nature. This agreement was signed back in 2021 to cover any water utilities that may be outstanding.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Miller. I'm a little bit familiar with this, so let them review this for a few seconds again, if anybody's got any questions.
Yes, Mr. President, does this just extend the deadline period, or does it extend any additional funding for the program?
Extends just the deadline period.
And I'm assuming the sanitary district is approving a similar contract or amendment?
Yes, after we do this one, then I'll take it before their board, our board, and then they'll present it for approval.
Thank you.
Mr. President, if there's no further questions, I'd like to make a motion for the approval of amendment to agreement, amendment number 1 for utility assistance.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Myrick, seconded by Commissioner Tomich. Let's have a roll call then, please.
Talmadge,
Yes.
Soto Presley, Gray,
Yes.
Myrick,
Yes.
Poppers.
Yes, motion passes 5 yes. Thank you, Ms. Miller. Thank you, have a great evening. All right, number 11 is our bills, register of claims.
Register of claims for May 5th, 2022 through June of 2022 for register of claims R 61540 through R 61692.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Soto Presley, seconded by Commissioner Myricks. That's the register of claims dating May 5th, 2022 through June 1st, 2022. Claims R61540 through claim R61692. Is there any questions on these claims for staff? Okay, then roll call on the claims.
Talmadge,
Yes.
Soto Presley, Gray,
Yes.
Myrick,
Yes.
Poppers.
Yes, motion passes 5 yes. All right, number 12 is our reports. Ms. Africa Tarver, would you like to share anything tonight?
Yes, one exciting piece of information. Hammond has its first Culver's restaurant. It officially opened yesterday at 7905 Cabela Drive. There's ribbon cutting forthcoming. I believe you'll get the information on June 22nd is when it's planned. So if you haven't already received information, you will be receiving an invitation. We're really excited by it being the first Culver's in the city of Hammond. We're always excited to get restaurants, and the hours of operation are 10 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. So just stop by at some point and support.
Excellent. Yeah, we like Culver's. There's one being built by my sister's house down there in Carmel right now, and so we're excited to have one right here in our backyard in Hammond. All right, that's good news. Thank you, Ms. Tarver.
You're welcome.
Number 13's new and unfinished business.
Sorry, I have one item.
Okay.
So back in the fall of 2020, I'm going to test Mr. Myrick's memory. We approved an option agreement for Millennium Manor, where CRG Group bid $3,000 per lot for at the time there was 10 or 11 lots in Millennium that were still left to build single-family homes on. They built on 3 homes in 2021, and the option agreement called for them that we would sell them 3 lots at a time, assuming they built 3 homes per year. So last year they built on 5221, 5227, and 5223. So this year rolled around, and they wanted to close on 5205, 5206, and 5212, which I did on Friday of last week for the $3,000 that's called for in the option agreement. And submitted the option agreement along with the closing documents, and the title officer called me today and said, well, or not today, but Monday, and said, all right, but I need minutes of a meeting where you specifically approved, where the commission specifically approved that sale. And I said, well, but they approved the option which bound them to sell for that, and it's within the time frame. She said, yeah, but I'd feel better if there was a specific motion to ratify that sale that I did on Friday. And I said, well, as luck would have it, we have a meeting tomorrow. My hope is that the folks like Mr. Hopprich and Mr. Myrick's, who were on the commission in 2020, are not going to look at me like I got 3 heads when I bring this up, and they'll remember it. And they will go ahead and move to ratify the sale of 5205, 5206, and 5212 for the agreed upon purchase price in the option agreement from 2020 for $3,000 per lot.
So moved.
Okay, I'd just like to comment, for the record, yes, Dave, I do remember, and those lots did sit idle for quite a few years.
They did.
This is off Michigan Avenue, between Calumet Avenue and Soul Street, so, this will be a good addition to complete some more homes, so. With that said, we have a motion then on the floor. Did anybody second it?
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion then by Commissioner Myrick, seconded by Commissioner Don Tomich. All right, if there's no further questions for Attorney Westland, then let's have a roll call, please.
Tomich,
Yes.
Soto Presley,
Yes.
Garay,
Yes.
Myrick's,
Yes.
Hopperidge.
Yes, motion passes 5 yes.
And I didn't mean to leave Miriam out. I'm sure she remembers it as well, because there was quite a bit of discussion back surrounding those lots, and we put it out for
We do remember it.
and we had put it out for RFP, and there was only one bidder, which was in September of 20, and that's when you accepted. You sold them 2 lots right away, gave them an option for 3 more in 21, and now these are the 3 for 22.
I'm going back, the first few houses still were built with steel framing at the time. That was kind of like new technology. And I don't think they're doing that right now there, but it was kind of interesting at the time. All right, I don't have any more to chime in on that. Does that conclude? Yes. Business, okay. Thank you. All right, number 14 then is public comment. It is open now. Public comment is open. All right, then, public comment is closed. Number 15,
Mr. President, I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
we have a motion and a second. Can you all signify by aye?
Aye.
Ayes have it, meeting is adjourned.